Who's that? It's fucking 3 o'clock in the morning.
There you
Yeah,
are!
Frank.
I missed you guys! Hey!
That's Frank. How you doing?
What's up, y'all?
Where you been, man?
Been way too far away from you guys, that's where I've been. Bro, hug!
Let's do that shit again. Anyway, hey, we're here. Let's fucking slap something.
Yeah.
What day is it? Slapper Day?
Yes.
Is it episode 334?
It is 334, yeah.
Let's slap a number on it then. What number is it? Is that really Frank? You guys fucking with me? It looks like a chick I used to know.
It is Frank. It is me in the flesh.
Wow. Yeah, this is wow. What? It's been a long time since we've seen you last. Turbo has lost his virginity. Chad got his back. Yeah, Chad got his back. He paid a lot of money for it.
I cut my beard off.
I know.
Like, I see it's growing a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
a couple days, I was like, oh, I gotta shave it off. Why did I do that?
Let's talk to Blueberry Donut over here. You were supposed to keep it until we recorded something.
Yes.
And did we record anything?
No, not yet.
And you shaved? No, actually, now I'm going to be devil's advocate. I think we recorded tonight. I think we're going to put some 4-part harmonies on here. SlapperCast, episode 334. Long, long time ago, I used to love her. Used to love her once. Long, long time ago, I used to love her. Used to love her once. That's the one. What do you think about that?
Great practice.
Yeah.
Rehearsal. Sorry. So I almost got ran over. That was crazy.
Now,
What? Okay.
well, just let me ask you a question before you tell me the story. When you get out of a truck, do you put it in park or do you just get out of the truck? What? It's a trick question.
I come home. It's like 6 o'clock at night or in the evening, and I got Stacy flowers. Anyway, I get out of the truck. I got the door open. I turned the truck off, but I didn't realize this until later. I didn't have it in park. I had it in drive. I've got the flowers, my drink, my wallet, my keys. I mean, I'm full blown carrying everything like this. I've got my foot on the brake. I step out of the truck. Well, the second I take my foot off the brake as I was coming out, the truck just starts rolling back. The door just takes me out. I mean, I threw everything and I went under the door. The truck just backed up and it went all the way down into the neighbor's yard. Well, after I threw everything, I'm on the ground, basically in the plank position because it spun me. And down I went. I'm in the plank position. I get up. I chase the truck. I jump in the truck and slam on the brakes. And I just mowed through some of the grass on my neighbor's yard.
Oh, fuck.
I was like,
God,
I put it in park and I'm going like, what? I wasn't sure quite what happened yet. And then I pulled the truck back into my driveway.
Yeah.
Dude.
The best part was the flowers. About a quarter to a third of them were just everywhere. My phone was like down the way a little. I'm surprised the phone didn't shatter because it went flying.
Oh.
And but anyway, it's
Dude, you're so... People have been killed that way.
Yeah.
it was crazy. And I was on the phone with you.
I
Remember?
know.
We were talking on the phone as I pulled in, and then I just lost him. And then I picked up the phone and he was off, like the phone hung up or something.
What did you hear anything on your end?
Yeah, of course I heard the whole thing.
What'd you hear? What did
I
you
heard
hear?
him go, dude, bro, rad.
Did you have
Panicking.
Did you have any idea what had happened?
No, I had no idea.
So I walked in the house and I go, hey, babe, I got you some flowers. She goes, oh, thanks. I mean, they were not the best. You know, like the sunflowers are like, some of them are broken. It's a mess. And so she goes, thanks. And she wasn't judging them, but I could tell she was like, this isn't his normal thing. And I go, yeah, the rest of them are outside. And she's like, what do you mean they're outside? I'm like, they're on the ground, just kind of all over.
Yeah.
She's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I think I just got ran over by the door. Like, I'm not sure what happened.
She had no idea what had just happened.
I was like, what the?
When did your neighbors find out about?
When he told him.
I told him. Ronnie across the street goes, man, because his is like, I go, he's going to at least see me chase the truck and like get it, you know? And so I was heading out of town, you know, we're up here, but he goes, I said, hey, I'll be back Monday. And so he's all, look. And so I'm just like, please have the recording.
Yeah.
Please, somebody, because
That's
my
gonna be-
camera's in the wrong direction, so you don't see it. But, oh my God, that'd be so cool. I was just glad I popped up because
Yeah. Well,
he's got this little tree. I mean, the thing's only this wide. When the wind blows, I'm always like, that tree's not going to make it, you know? Man, I was probably 5 feet from it. I would have just taken it out.
oh,
My truck's
I'm glad
big.
you're quick because a lot of people wouldn't have made that. And I mean, like, it could have been seriously hurt.
Yeah.
which would have been great because Frank's been wishing you ill for a long time.
Hey, don't throw me under the bus here.
He was under the bus. Were you listening?
No pun intended.
He was under
Hey.
the truck, not the bus.
All right, this is gonna be long. Night.
Yeah.
It was funny listening to him because I heard, and I just thought, phone crapped out.
Yeah.
Because that's all I heard. But that was the phone going in the grass.
Yeah. Just.
And then, but he calls me back like 5 minutes and he gives me the story verbatim. This is how you know he can't tell a lie. Because he tells you the story the same fucking way. Just like you heard right now in SlapperCast episode 334. He goes, it was so good. And but what I love about his stories is every time he tells a story, everybody in the story is hearing impaired. Because once he tells you the line, they go, what? That's what you go. And then I said that, and they go, what? It was hysterical. The phone call that I got after you. He goes, yeah, I gave her flowers. He goes, yeah, the rest of them are outside. And
They're all over, man.
yeah,
I should have taken.
she wasn't impressed. I know, yeah, she wasn't impressed. But
must have been
my
like,
favorite
Stacy,
part of
here's all your flowers.
yeah.
Out here in the neighborhood.
My favorite part of the story is he's getting out. This is before the just FYI.
Yeah.
Truck's supposed to go in park when you. I don't want to be a stickler, but that's where it goes. My favorite part was you telling your son, "Give me those flowers." He was walking in with the flowers, and he's like, "Yeah, I got those."
Yeah, he was in the truck with me.
I was laughing because I know him so well. I was like, "Get that," no, you're not jumping in ahead of me,
Dude, I have him in the truck, and he goes, "Where are we going?" I go, "We're getting Mom flowers." And he's like, "Why?" I go, "That's what you do, man, just because." I go, "Just watch and learn." And so he said we go to get out of the truck. He goes out first. He grabs some flowers. I was like, "What are you doing?" That was my idea.
I was in tears laughing. That's brilliant. It's a good
learning from his dad, essentially.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm glad I was talking to you because Brody got out first and walked away, and I was kind of wrapping up my call with you, and so I was sitting in there kind of getting all my stuff together. But
I could have been.
Oh man, it was. I'm a little surprised it didn't, because I do have a hill, but it's not like a hill. It's just a little incline.
No, it's
just enough.
It's just a driveway.
It's
I mean, if you were on a skateboard, you would have to push to get down. It's not a huge incline.
Yeah.
That was funny to me. Oh, it's brilliant.
Paddy's pet peeves piece. I am fuming. I saw a pair of, what Crocs are? Has anybody ever worn Crocs on their feet? Well, I saw Crocs in a shop for $89 US. That's in 2025. That's an inflationary rate of 1,344. I don't give a damn percent. It's a lot. I saw a pair of Crocs. I don't like stuff in between my toes unless it's multiple women. So I look at sandals that are flip-flops that are over the toe, nothing in between the toe, right? So that's just personal. Anyway, $89 for Croc flip-flops, whatever they're called. $89, and they're Crocs. If you're wearing Crocs, look down at your feet right now. If you're wearing Crocs, what you're saying to the world is, I never want to fornicate with another human. That's what you're saying. Ugly, awful, overpriced. Don't do it. Just go buy some coffee and then walk around your bare feet. You won't feel a thing. There you go. Cheers.
So what's new with you, Chad? I haven't seen Chad in a while either.
I've been doing a lot of web design stuff and
Web design for whom?
for my clients.
Your clients?
Yeah, new projects for existing clients.
Good. In case you missed it, I just want to see on Tree. Last week's we had Rick Gillis on. If you missed that episode, I would ask you go back and watch it. We've had a ton of really good feedback on that episode. A friend of mine from a long time ago, Rick Gillis. But it's an incredibly informative, a very fun episode as well. Yeah. Rick's a great speaker, great orator, and he's man of a thousand talents. He's
yeah, especially if you're in the market for a new job, you want to talk to this guy.
A new job where you just want to flex at your job, or you want to. I mean, it's not even for the unemployed; it's for the employed that want to, take that next step or climb that Nexus ladder, or the, I mean, it's a big. Anyway, so just a side note on that, and his book is available. We already got one of us reading it. No pictures, so that's gonna stay. It's gonna stay with you.
Yeah, my favorite part of the episode was really watching Rick and Mr. Turbs here go at it as
that's rude.
As a business owner speaking with a employment consultant. It was really fun watching you all talk shop
Yeah. It was kind of interesting to see what he was saying about the resume and different things, because that's why I was like, well, this is what I look at, you know, it's like what you kind of tend to see, you know, isn't it funny how it's such a fragile moment, like going from applying to that interview? Like, I mean, I'll post a job and I got over 500 applications one time. I didn't even read half of them. Like, you can't, like, you just, and I'm like, and what if somebody in there is so the perfect, it's just, it just blows my mind how fragile that moment is. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's just, you know, somebody could.
Fragile is a good word. I think
It's just
I like,
that quick, you know, and so, but it was neat. I'm excited about it. So I bought a couple of them and I gave them out to a few people. But
when you were at your job, did you get your job, the job that I can't say where it is because there's children watching. But when you applied, did they hire you immediately, or was there a process, or was it a?
So there was a little bit of process, and actually, funny enough, I applied for a different position than the position I have there.
What did you apply for?
It was a activities coordinator.
Oh, yeah, you wouldn't be good at that.
Yeah, but then my now supervisor, looked at my application. She was like, okay, she figured I'd be a better fit for this other position. So then talked over the phone briefly, and then she invited me to come tour the workplace. So then I went there. I think it was like about a week later from that phone call, and then a few more weeks rolled by, just kind of a little back and forth, because she kind of had to get the okay from the CEO at the time to open up my position. So then that got cleared, and then the rest is history from there.
they background check you?
Yep.
Do all that?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
all that stuff. Yeah, typical stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we're the only people that didn't background check you because you admitted that they can't, without a body, they can't convict, right?
I mean, all I can say is at least here at the band, you guys didn't background check my my music past playing in like band and jazz band and all that. I mean, for all you two know, you probably thought I was just some sort of drunky party animal at
You
the
are.
shows,
Yes, you
which
are.
I was. I'll admit, I was that
remember
at the
we
shows.
met your parents, and that was the first thing they told us about you.
That's
So
right. That's
it's not-
exactly what they
yeah.
told.
And they're coming to Ireland with us, so they've forgiven you. So
Yeah.
it reminded me of when I first came to America back before all of you were born. I worked in a place called Faneuil Hall in Boston. I remember going and it's just a big food hall. It's huge. You just stall after stall after stall. So basically, just like they have food trucks now, everything's back then was indoors, but it was just all these little compartments and all these different kinds of food all the way. Anyway, I applied to this one place, and this scrawny guy comes out and he goes, "Who's Devlin?" I go, "I'm Devlin." He goes, "Kalini?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, you're hired." He goes, "I know you." He knew my sisters. He knew all.
Okay, cool.
He hung out at the house. I'm going, "Boss," I was like, "Yeah, I like this. I like this town." But I think that's the only job I've ever, and that was 100 years ago, and I think that was the only job that I really applied for. That was the only one, and then everything else was I feel for people filling out resumes and going and doing that, pounding that pavement. It's tough. It's just tough. Florida was the turning point. So I was in Boston. And that's not true. So I did apply in a couple of places because I moved to Cape Cod and I had a couple of different jobs up there. I remember September 1st. It was like a cartoon. You walk in and it's summer, and then you walk out the next day and it's winter and everybody's gone. It was like a fucking joke. It's like, guys, it was like there's nothing there. Wasteland, tumbleweeds. I'm going. It took me a couple of days to just go, wow, they're really not coming back. I mean, this is it. I was on the phone with my dad, who was in Florida at the time, and this is September 1988. September 1988. September, like early September, and I talked to him, and he goes, "Okay, it's 85 degrees, and it's midnight," and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm on the." And next day, it's just food in Florida, not great. Beaches, women, it's all right. Make up for it. So I had a good time. But as soon as I got to Florida, that's when I started bartending. I was like, this is the end of days. I'm not doing anything else. And then of course music came along, in Houston. But it's a big deal that that job search stuff, it's tough and it's such ever changing.
Yeah.
You know, with all the stuff that's going on right now, you really have to be on top of your game. That's why I point you back to our last episode to just watch it. Just watch what he has to say, and remember that your work doesn't speak for you. You do.
Yeah, and to add to that, yeah, you definitely have to go into the job market with just like with the mindset of I'm going to cast a wide net. Like it's not just a simple apply to one job and that's it. Like you have to apply to like just more than you can remember essentially.
Yeah.
And then that, like you're saying, just like not just let the work speak for itself, but also you speak for yourself, and that way, like the said employer can kind of get to know you, who you are as a person, see if you're a good fit for their company and position. All that.
Yeah, when I moved up to the Northwest, I got a job offer up there, and I went up there. I took that job offer while I was there, and I searched every dental lab that was in that area, and I went to every dental lab with that job offer. And so when I flew up there for 4 days and was like, I'm just going to stay, I'm going to get this first job, and then I'm going to go around and see if I get the best job. And so I ended up taking a different job by the time I left. And so I used that offer to go around. That's how I did. I was like, why would I keep this a secret? I'm going to use this to benefit. I have no connection to them. And so I denied that job. And
Can we just rewind the tape there and play that again? That's how you do it.
yeah.
That's how you fucking do it.
What was funny is the guy that I ended up working with, he goes, well, you know, you have to do like a working interview to prove that I can do the kind of work, right? And so, and I'm sidetracking here, but I remember I walked in and they had these like kind of like tiered reels or like tool holders, and they just got all these burrs and discs. I mean, just I've never seen anything like it before. Just every type of burr thing
In order, in perfect.
Yeah, the techs had them different on their desks, you know, versus, I mean, they had everything. I mean, it was like, I walked in, I'm like, what the, like, you guys have everything, you know? It was like it's like you walk in and you got every guitar. Like, that's how, it looked like you walk in, that's how it looks. And,
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, it's like 8 at night, because he wanted me to come in after everybody left, so nobody would see that they're interviewing another technician, because he said it was real,
Cutthroat.
yeah, territorial up there.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, I show up and I'm doing the thing and I go, man, can I ask you a question? And he's like, yeah. I go, you guys use all these? He goes, yeah. And I go, I'll tell you what. And I found like they had like a little carbide kind of disc, like the cheap, I mean, it was like you get a box of them for nothing. And I go, I'll just do the whole interview with this. And he's like, no, you won't. I go, I don't need any of this stuff. Here, take all that back. And I go, I'll just do the whole thing with this. I'll do all the crowns with this. And he's like, okay. And he came back a couple hours later. I mean, it's like 11 at night. And he comes back and I go, here you go. He's like, man, you did all that with that? I go, listen, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I could build a business off your garbage can. I'm like, and that's not even, I'm not even being cheap. Like, dude, I go, how many units do the techs do here? He's like, oh, like 6 to 8. I go, they're part-time? And he goes, no, we do 6 to 8 a day. I go, well, how much you pay the techs? And he's like, oh, we pay him $25 an hour. I go, well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you get rid of 3 of them, pay me $50 an hour, you save $25 an hour, you won't hear a peep from me, dude. I'll just put headphones on, I'll get all the work done, you won't hear nothing from me. How about that? And he's like, how about I just hire you to be the manager, and could you train everybody how to do it like this? And I go, well, they're not going to like me. You know, and he's just like, no, that's what we're going to do. And that was the job I got like that. But I was just like, I can't. So anyway, the point is like, just be upfront with them. Take a swing. Be honest with them. Like, forget it. I was terrified. I didn't, I'm talking to him and I'm nervous inside, but just say it anyway, because what's going to happen? You're going to go in there and go, yep, I've been doing it for 8 years and I've got this degree, and yeah, it's just, you got to stand out. That's what I'm trying to say. You got to be different. You got to, because I interview all these people and sometimes I'm like, I don't remember half the people's names. Like, I interview so many people sometimes. Yeah. But the one that stands out, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you've got nothing to lose. Like when you do these job interviews, I mean, as long as you're not like a jerk or whatever, or unprofessional with the employers, it's just worst they could do is just say thank you for your time, but not the right fit. Just worst they could do is say no, essentially.
Yeah, the guy remembered me though too. He goes, "Oh, you used to work in Lake Havasu, Arizona. You worked at New West Dental." And I go, "Yeah." I go, "I did." And I kind of remembered him. Once he started talking to me, he was one of the big wigs for the company that owned it.
Yeah.
And they would come in once a year. I don't know, maybe twice a year. And they would come in and kind of review. And he goes, we used to call you the mascot because I had a blue mohawk. And we used to have to wear white lab coats in there.
Yeah.
And so the colors were blue and white. He goes, I just remember you did a lot of work there. I go, yeah. And that's when he was like, that was before I did all the stuff I was just telling you. He was like, what are you doing here? I was like, oh man, this other place offered me a job. But I wanted to come check out the competition because I'm going to take your lab out. And he was like, well, why don't you come work for us? You know, and that's kind of how that worked, you know.
So here we go again. Now this is the part 2. So what we're doing is we're laying the foundation. Now he's showing you how to get ahead. Now this is all you need. And if you want to do rock and roll, well then you just come into the woodshed with us.
I sent you a text.
Yeah.
Don't count me out, bro. Remember
right.
that? I went on vacation. I go, don't count me out. Don't count me out just yet. I'm coming in here. Give me a chance. Same thing. I did the same thing with you.
I know.
Like, don't count me out.
I know. We didn't even played yet. And I'm calling Chad, going, Chad, they ain't gonna hire this motherfucker. I like talking to him. There's no. Ask the right questions too. So this is the other thing. You get in a situation where you are going to be spend a lot of time, atop, rubber tires and heading into all kinds of directions. You want to know that the driver's not packing his face or drinking his fucking drinking his life, or just you want to make sure that the keyboard player doesn't have like tortured animals in the back, and then or somebody else that loves camera work, snap, grin, wing, nudge, cinema, doesn't have somebody tied up in his basement. You have to ask the right questions, because this is going to be you're going to be put in the line of fire again, going back to what was it, T-Bone Tom's the last that's a family restaurant. You can't be going in there with some of the wankers that we've had going in and just 10 drinks, what's the drink tab? That's it, just and then treating people like shit, and just you're the not only the atmosphere, you're not only the sound, you're the host of their show. They're entrusting you with that. You can't go in, you can't even joke about going in and fucking it up. That's what drives me crazy when we do Sherwood and stuff like that, and you get the bands in there and they're cursing and blind, and all these kids,
Yeah.
I said, man, take a day off. Punk rock will survive without you for 10 minutes. Enjoy it. Bring them in. Don't have the parents, dragging them away, because bring everybody in. Fuck them all. You have to be the face. You have to deliver what you say you're going to deliver.
Yeah, I don't want to be the broom and dustpan, because there's a cleanup after.
Yeah.
You always have to deal with the aftermath, and there's always cleanup. And it's just like, why is the most responsible people the ones who are always cleaning up at the very end?
Yeah.
It's just, it gets exhausting.
Yeah. Well said. Yeah, and then so this week, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be heading north again, and only for a couple of days. We're going to go up to the Wild Wild Weston. We're going to go see O'Malley's. We're going to see Bob Reeder, Becky Reeder. We're going to see Michael Coakley. We're going to see Corey. We're going to see that wonderful staff, and we're going to hang out at O'Malley's for this Friday, Saturday. You can't come. Somebody.
Yeah, I misbehaved way too much last time, and they were like, "You guys can go back, but not that keyboard player."
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be just crying and just pouting on the floor. Maybe a drink or two in my hands, just to get through it, process it, and then I'll be a whole new man again.
Well, yeah, it's still, there's just too many stray pets that came up pregnant after we left.
God.
And I just
There's
don't want
that too.
I don't want another repeat of that.
And they're not all stray.
No,
There's
that's
a
right.
few
That's
house
true.
ones in
That's
there,
true.
too.
We are going to miss you, but we got you coming to Ireland with us. We got you coming up to Bitterroot Celtic Festival in Montana.
Yep.
And Idaho Falls. So you're going to play in Idaho. You've never played there. You've never played Montana.
I can't even say I don't think I've ever been to Idaho or Montana, so there's that too.
You're welcome.
So I'm looking forward to that trip.
Yeah, August
I've
is
never
gonna
been
be
to
nuts.
Ireland either, so I'm really excited about that also.
And it's something to go and visit Ireland, which we do have a few seats left. Come on, we're just for you. It's something to go it's just mind blowing, life changing, on and on and on. Right, never. But to play there, to get to play in Ireland, is, it's magical. It's beyond magic. It's beyond, right. I mean,
It
it's
was
just
beyond my childhood dreams. I'll say
Yeah.
that much.
well, you have to get out of childhood first before you can
That's
stop
right.
dreaming. Like, all right,
I'm like technically the baby of the band here.
I don't know. I don't know
had
about that.
for a while.
Okay. Who's got Superman underwear on?
I don't know.
Not it.
Nope. I got N1.
Okay.
I don't.
What's after Weston?
Oh no, we got Home Sweet Farms. We got
Yes.
Beaumont.
Yes, Beaumont. We've
Oh,
got
yeah.
Chantel's
Chantel's
birthday.
birthday.
we got a private party, and it's coming. July is picking up, and August is gonna be really fun.
August would be crazy.
Yeah, August is gonna be nuts.
So cool.
And
We're gonna destroy the month.
yes,
Yes.
months. Can I just get a Chad shot, please? Look at that, ladies. Look at that. Oh. Frank, can you get some music on there? a little sexy.
He's got pretty knees.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, good. Anyway, listen, that's the gang, and we're going to be coming to see you, and you're going to be coming to see us. So please be kind to each other, and remember, we are going to be in Weston this weekend, and then next weekend just check the calendar because it's going to be Beaumont, it's going to be Brenham, it's going to be.
And then we have the Continental.
And the Continental, yes.
Continental show. That's going to be
25th.
we're going to put a link on here. So the ticket link, it's going to be $10. It's going to be $15 on the day. So get your tickets now. There's going to be anyway. So we're going to be doing a lot of fun. With special guest as well at the Continental. So come on, it's time to go. We are glad you came. Cheers.
See ya.
Cheers.